Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you are going to learn get variables. What is get? Get is a method to collect and the data where in the environment of dynamic parameters. See, underscore like a dollar underscore get it is written is an array of variables passed to the current script via the URL parameter. And underscore like a dollar underscore post is an array of the variable passed to the current script via the HTTP post method. The guest and post will be called methods using to interacting like a transmitting the data parameters from one form to another form and from client side to server side and server side parameters leading to server side to client side. It will be transmitting over the internet. Now let's see here when to use get. The get method is can be used for information sent from with the get method is visible to everyone. All variable names values are displayed in the URL. When we are writing a URL and submitting, it will be visible all the parameters on web. Get also limits the amount of the information to send, the limitation about 2000 characters only. However, the variables are displayed in the URL. It is possible to bookmark the text for later purpose to use this variable as well as the value. And now see, like a get may be used for sending non-sensitive data. So we try to most probably whenever you are using and interacting with the sensitive data parameters where we need not to recommend to use the get method. See, get should never use it for sending passwords and other sensitive like bank information all. While developing web application like using PHP, you should remember very strongly for this. And now see here how to get will works and how to implement in our form. We'll see very simply. It's a super easy example I'll tell you by using the get method. Yes. Now this is the PHP form index.php. I'm implementing form here. Like a HTML, most of the people they are aware of it. I hope. Only the HTML form I am implementing here. Let's see here. Yes. HTML body form tag. This is the form tag. It is defined and action where we want to submit a data. Whenever we are going to see the form here. This is the form I have prepared with the two parameters. That is the one is name and another one is email. And submit for to making a plain HTML form for to when I press the button of submit, it should go these two parameters where values. If I submitted any value here, it should be these are the data parameters we can tell. And this data to be submit into the server. How it will go based on the action and used the method. See, these are the action and method will write for form tag. Action equal to some other form I have prepared here. Welcome underscore get.php and method is using for get method. See, I am transmitting the data while input box is text, name is text, and email is input of the type is text, name is email. I have given for input types. Here and one more button we have taken here input type is submit. That's it. The three things we are prepared here for our form and I am submitting these two parameters of input text box and input email the data parameters to some other form to be if I want to submit a data into my database to carry with any to assign some other parameters to send into the database. So I'm using a method called get method to submitting this data. Simply see here. For that, I want to prepare for an action form that is a welcome underscore get.php. I'm creating the form now. Copy. Take new one. Yes. And save this. Yeah. If I want to save this, I want to write something like here. tag I have initiated. Now press save. Under the projects, yes, and welcome underscore get.php. How we have a define a name there at action, we have to define the same thing. On index.php, I have given welcome underscore get.php. Here the form it is. Now, what I am doing here, I am receiving the parameter here. That's it. Very simple technique I am implementing here. Not much difficult and typical. Very simple. Let's see here the parameters. I'll take the grab of it. Yes, these are the two things are sufficient here. Taken a copy of this. Here, anyhow, I'm preparing for this HTML form. Very simple. And welcome. See the PHP tag here. It is initiated, and the get I have used, and the name of the like this text box ID or name, and name another one is this text box name or ID. Name is email name and email. Here is the controller's names. So I have used these two things, name and echo email, right? And with the super global, this is called declaration of super globals. Dollar underscore get, the name of the method I have written. And it will be whenever you are seeing something variable called dollar underscore get or post or any of the text like this, it will be called super globals. Now run the form. Now let's see ASD something I have given, and some for my email ID is given. When I submit this, it will be redirected to like our welcome page. Let's see, submit. Wow, welcome underscore get.php is gone. And we have discussed about this by using get parameter. It will be data will be visible on our URL. Like see here, name equal to something and the email equal to something. It is displaying very clearly. So that's what, if it is in a sensitive data, it's not recommended to use for displaying of the URL, all the things. And now see, when I read within this form, when I read by using the get method, welcome, my name is came here. Some text I have given. So your email address is something what I have submitted in my front end form. I am receiving another PHP form. See, this is the way we can use. Like see here, I have given these two text boxes and I have run this form. Yes, this is the form I have executed by submitting this data. And when I am pressing the action submit button, it is action, it is redirecting to here, welcome underscore get.php. It is redirecting to using these two parameters to submitting to action. By action will taken care using get method, it will be redirecting to here and we will see the data. As you've seen the demo here, yes, here and mail ID, submit. You see here, shaker and this. You can beautify by seeing that things you can beautify. And moreover, you want to, if you want to like make like a query statement, you have to prepare a database connection and you have to insert the statement. That's it. Furthermore, we have in a session very clearly how to insert the data with interacting with the database. For more, you will see there. In our next lecture, we'll see how to apply and use post method and what are the advantages. And using the post, very simple. We'll see. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.